Welcome to NRL 3-Word Game, where we believe every game of the round can be described in just 3 words. Let's go. Raiders Warriors, the Wars got savaged. The Raiders outgained the Warriors by about 300 metres with about the same time of possession. I thought wingers Savage and Tamale were absolutely outstanding in this one, especially off kick returns. Fogarty adds so much to their middle, so much stability, and he adds wins as well. They have a great percentage of winning when he is in the side. And for the Warriors, it's looking ominous early. Is Metcalf a 7? A lot of pressure on his young shoulders. Perhaps number 7 might not be his best position. Panthers versus Sharks, not adding much. Despite having Addin Fonua-Blake in the side, who had a great game, the Sharks managed to not beat the Panthers once again since 2021. Another streak that will continue for them, and it's another legitimate premiership threat that the Sharks failed to beat. Are they still on the bubble as far as legitimacy is concerned? We'll have to wait and see in the coming weeks. For the Panthers, once again, the play the ball speed much quicker. Cleary alone, absolutely outstanding. Might be a bit more scary with Luai out of the side. Roosters versus Broncos, looking absolutely magical. 60% possession, ruthless with the ball in hand. The Broncos have rediscovered their killer instinct, in my opinion. Haas and Carrigan absolutely fantastic in this one. They gave Hunt, Reynolds and Walsh a great platform to play off. Little soul searching to be done for the Roosters' point of view, but it looks like their internal talent may not have been as talented as first thought, with the exception being Robert Toya. This has now become a pretty limited Roosters side. It's been a great brand for a number of years, but it's pretty limited right now. Tigers versus Knights, that was ugly. The Knights won this game, but I somehow feel a bit worse about them. Multiple tries bombed. They're almost better attacking 40 metres out from the line than in the red zone. In the red zone, they have no direction, no identity, and if it wasn't for Kalen Ponga, I don't think they'd be threatening many other teams. The Tigers' tackling cost them this game. They missed 50-plus tackles, and I know they're missing Appy and Buller, but for me, defensive identity is established in the off-season, and it's very clear that they didn't care too much about that, and they need to fix it up. Dolphins Rabbitohs lacked the finish. Down by 2, and they didn't even think about trying to go for the 2-point field goal to tie it up. Maybe a little bit of gamesmanship, lack of game awareness experience there from Isaiah Katoa and potentially Sean O'Sullivan, who has kicked field goals for them in the past, but it just was not there on this occasion. They straight up outgained, out-tackled, and outplayed the Rabbitohs throughout this one, but they managed to hold on the Rabbitohs. Poor handling errors, really gifting them a lot of field position. I think the Finns will bounce back from this one, and that Rabbitohs left side is back, baby. 3 tries to the left winger in this one. Dragons Dogs, little too late. Completing at 68% will not win you many games of rugby league, and the Dragons found that out the hard way on the weekend, down 28-6. That is when they decided to mount a comeback and bring on Jacob Liddle, who was fantastic, much better than what Damien Cook was offering in the first 50 minutes of the game. Burton had all the time in the world in this one to kick. The line speed wasn't there for the Dragons. The defensive intensity, though, for the Dogs was certainly there for about 60 minutes or so, and it started to fade away a little bit towards the end. Can they keep that level of play up throughout the season? They did give away a lot of penalties in this game. It might come back to bite them in future matchups. Sea Eagles Cowboys, holy moly, homoly. The perfect marriage, in my opinion, of power and speed. Manly absolutely dominated from start to finish in this one, capped by 11 line breaks from them. Turbo, phenomenal. Amole Olakawatu, as I spoke out, targeted Tom Dearden all night, made him do a lot of work and took him completely out of the game. If they can maintain this level of form, Manly will easily be a top 4 side in this competition. For the Cowboys, the middle is looking very below average at this point in time. They're very soft, they're undersized, and outside of Cotter, I don't really see us giving any teams any kind of threat with our middles. We don't really push back or dominate tackles. We don't really burst through the line or bend the line back in the middle. A lot of small guys, a lot of mobile forwards, but it's just not making any impact right now. Storm versus Eels, melting without Moses. Possibly not what Jason Ryles had in mind for his first game as an NRL coach. 8 tries conceded in the first half. Pappenhausen blazing a trail for others to follow. And when you can sit Hughes, Grant and Katoa at the end of the game, you've definitely done something right. Kelma Tuolangi hooked after 13 minutes, definitely sending a message to the rest of the Parramatta Eels team to pick up their game, or they could be next on the block. And I think the next 5 games without Moses are definitely going to be testing ones. So guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe below to catch the latest videos from the Casual Athlete, and I'll catch you next week.